Hello, everybody at Massey Hyundai. This is Deanna, your coach with Phone Ninjas, and today I'm going to be reviewing with you your reporting for the month of October. Now, right now, you guys are sitting at a 2.36. We just want to continue to work towards, as a team, getting to a 3.0. So I want you to focus on the qualifying step, also the selling the appointment step. Reggie and Steven do a good job of asking for the appointment. They also do a good job of handling objections. So let's take their lead there, and we want to make sure that we're using the correct technique when asking for the appointment. So we want to ask with authority by saying, when are you available? And then we also want to give the customer either or options to choose from. And then what we can do is utilize tentative appointment techniques to set the appointment. The other thing we want to make sure we're doing is using those objection handling techniques to address the customer's questions about pricing. That's one of the biggest things that I hear from your team is just navigating through those questions about price. And we want to work towards getting to a 60% appointment setting rate. Stephen did a good job of setting appointments, so did Reggie and Alicia. We do want to make sure that we're reviewing our calls in a timely manner. We still have quite a few calls from last month that need to be reviewed. And then in addition to reviewing our calls, we also want to make sure that we're maintaining our certifications. Now, we're pretty early in the month, and so we just want to tackle some of these just to make sure that we're getting everyone back up to 100% certification. As I've scored their calls, it's uncertified them, and that's just a reminder that they need to keep working on those different techniques and those different steps of the script. So it's just a reminder to go back and get that refresher. In addition to focusing on the qualifying step and the selling the appointment step, let's also focus on the directions. That's really easy. On every call, let's focus on covering directions to the dealership. We want to make sure the customer knows where the dealership is located. Now, next we're going to take a look and see where your dealership is ranked by score. Out of about 314 dealerships, you guys are scored right now at a 162. And so you are right there at our 50% mark, a little bit above. So we really want to work towards getting in the 50%. Now, if we get up to a 3.0, which is where our first goal should be, is getting everyone to a 3.0, that's going to put you up here close to our top 100. Now, we do have our top 4 dealership contest. So every month we take our top 4 dealerships here, we put them into a drawing, and then at the end of the year, so in January of 2020, we're going to pick a name from the hat, and that dealership will win a trip to Hawaii. That's paid for by Phone Ninjas. The GM can take it or give it to an MVP on the team. We also have the perfect score contest. So every time one of the sales reps gets a perfect score, we go ahead and we put them into a drawing, and at the end of the quarter, we pick a name from the hat, and that individual will win a trip to Hawaii. And right now, we do have we're still waiting to do our Q3 contest. So that's an incentive for your team. If you want to share that with them, that would be fantastic. Now also, let me see, with your operators, and that's not on here, with your operators, I'm looking for an operator report. I thought we had one. We should, so I'm going to provide that feedback. But when it comes to the operators in general, your team's doing a good job. We want to make sure that we are using our first names when answering the call. So some of your operators don't always use their first names. And in general, they do a really good job. I would say in general, my only feedback would be first names and a little bit more energy, but they're positive, and they do a good job jumping back on the line and touching base with the customer if the customer is going to be on hold for longer than 20 seconds. I would say in general, we want to try to keep this hold time, and this is the time from when the customer calls in to when they're on the phone with the sales team. We want to work on getting this down to about 30 to 45 seconds. We're a little bit high, not bad, but a little bit high. And in general, I think your operators are doing a pretty good job. I think it would be great just to add a little bit more energy there. And also, let's take a look here at your advertising report. So on every call, we want to ask the customer, how'd you hear about your dealership? Most customers are calling in from your website. At least that's what, in the last 90 days, we could ask for the source code more often. I would like to hear that more often. But most of the folks are on your dealership website, and this goes back to the pricing. A lot of customers are calling, and one of the questions they have is if the price is the real price. and the team still struggles a little bit through that. And so it's totally okay if they want to explain the rebates or if they want to explain some of the incentives. That's totally okay. If they want to know a price or if they want to negotiate, then we can utilize the objection handling technique. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. My contact information is here at the top of the screen, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day today.